Lotus Evora. Pull it up.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
I want to talk about the Evora because on the subject of cars that are getting cheaper, which has been a topic we've talked about a lot lately, and it's done well on these pod shorts that we've been doing. Evora is getting cheaper, but I bet it's flooring.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that a 2010 with 23,000 miles and a manual gets too much cheaper than 36. And then you start to realize the Evora has the famous Elise thing. Like the Elise, you could buy one for 30, sell one for 30. Now it's maybe 35. Evora is the same deal. Toyota powertrain's still stout, and they're getting to that point where they're probably floored, and you can buy and sell and get out of it for the same number. And because they're reliable, you probably don't have to put much money into it. And these cars have always kind of been used car market bargains. And I think that at this price, 35, 36, I am guessing that this is about where they stay. And then they become real used car market bargains when you don't even have to factor in depreciation or much maintenance or repair.
The engine may be reliable, but I'm concerned about the other aspects of the car that are not engine related. The English in their electronics are not well known for being complimentary.
Okay, the engine makes the car go. All the other stuff is just along for the ride. So, like, what do you tell me? The door's going to fall off? Nah.
No, but I mean, the electronic system fails and strands you somewhere. It's like, I mean, that's a realistic concern with a Lotus.
I don't know.
You know what it stands for? Lots of trouble, usually serious.
Lots of tremendous,
usable
supercar.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice. Lots of tremendous usable supercar.
No, you might be right. However, they do get miles. We sell them with miles.
That is true.
Sometimes.
That is sometimes.
People use them. People drive them.
Some might have miles.
14,000.
Well, that's a 3-year-old car. Sort by highest miles.
Some of them do get miles.
Oh, good point.
88,000 miles on this
Look
one.
at it in yellow.
I've never heard of anybody. I've had buddies who've had Evoras and Elises. Never heard of anybody who had electrical issues. The Elise has that body problem where the whole car is the body, and if you like touch it and breathe on it, you got to replace the body.
You would scratch it and then have to replace the body.
I did.
Yeah.
I ran into a tree branch, and they told me I had to replace the entire clamshell, which I did not. No, and the tree branch was like the size of like your face.
That's a pretty big tree branch.
No, dude, your face is little. It's little.
One of our editors, Nick, is heavily considering an Evora to replace his 996. And it's an appealing car.
It's an appealing car. I think they're really, really cool. I think they're floored in value. I think they look really nice.
This yellow
You know what I like? Go back. There's that silver one in the corner down here. That one looks
on silver wheels.
Nice.
Yeah, that looks really great.
That one looks really nice. Can I have one of those?
You know, it's a shame that only 13 years after this came out, where you're like, the Evora is pretty good. Because when it came out, it was like, this is expensive, and who wants that getting a lease?
That's Lotus's problem. These are better used cars than they are new cars. Like, nobody wants to spend 90 plus Camry engine, and all the things that were bad about it as a new car kind of start to become appealing as a used car. It's got a Camry engine, so 4 seats. Oh, that's okay.
So maybe Emira one day also they all just live at 30.
No, I think Emira will become desirable as it ages. It's just a hard sell at 90 plus for a lot of people. I actually think it's pretty desirable.
I think it's a very desirable car personally.
I thought that about Evora too, honestly. But it's even more appealing here, where it's 30 to 40 grand and probably floored in value.
If only Filippo would get a car, you could get one of these. I've said this before.
Talk about it.
And you know what the hard part about it is that Filippo's hung up on the purchase price, and I've begged him to understand that it's about total cost of ownership. He could buy and sell the car, get out of it in a year, spend no money, and he's like, no, it's too expensive. And so instead, he's going to get something dumb that loses value.
I'm probably not going
I wish we had a tag to look at repeat offenders cars we've had multiple times on Cars and Biz to show him. Like, it's sold for this and it's sold for this.
Well, actually, you know what you can do? Click on recently ended. This hit me yesterday. This reason it came up. We sold this 32,000 miles to 41 to 36,000, 20,000 miles. Go to the very bottom. The very first Evoras we sold, like this one, $34,000.
Yeah.
Like they've lost a little value, but like not significant value. And it's clear that they're not going to really be losing much more.
Yep.
Obviously, the ones that sold for 86
were
newer cars at the time.
Whatever.
But now they're getting cheaper, and so you can, or they're getting older.
Right.
You can see what's going on.
2 years ago, 39.9.
Exactly.
Well, they were different models.
These are floored and they're cool. If you want to get a Cayman, but you've already had a Cayman, this is the kind of car to get.